Well, hello, folks. Welcome back. It's time for another DVD and Blu-ray update. I'm really excited about this one. Yes! But, we're not gonna waste any time here. We're just gonna dove right in. This is the DVDs and Blu-rays I've gotten for the month of November. And who knows what's gonna come up in December. I'm only waiting. But this one was killer. I will say that. First off, I'm going to kick things off with a $8 Blu-ray I got at Best Buy, and it's The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I had never seen this film. It takes place during the Holocaust, and these two boys who are at, both side, on either side, one's the Jew and the other one's the son of a Nazi officer, and they become friends, and it's actually very depressing. If it's not it doesn't have a happy ending, I will tell you that. And yeah, I picked this up for $8. It's a Miramax title released by Lionsgate. This one is an official Lionsgate Blu-ray. Yeah, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Next one I got for $6.99, I believe. And Crazy Jason over at the Crazy Jason pointed this out, that you need to be careful on this. And this film is The Gangs of New York. Really cheap. This one is it's a good film. It's of course it's got Daniel Day-Lewis, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Cameron Diaz. It's directed by Martin Scorsese. It says here that it's a Lionsgate release. This is what's confusing about it. And it even says on the Blu-ray, Lionsgate. Here's the thing. Notice the graphic design. Let me fix this. There we go. All they did was republish the old Disney Miramax. All the previews are the same. It's just it just has Lionsgate tacked on. I don't know what their thinking was on that, but next up at Big Lots, I was able to pick up Ghost. And this is, of course, the first edition DVD of this movie. Yeah, I know it's a chick flick, but, it's got some stuff in it that guys could relate to, too. And, it's just a matter, it's one of those movies, how far would you go? And, everyone knows the story of Ghost, and there's what the DVD looks like. It's just purple light scribe, but it's got some interesting features on it just for being the standard edition. It's got Remember the Magic, retrospective, commentary by Jerry Zucker and Bruce Joel Rubin, theatrical trailers, scene selection, interactive menus. Now, the interesting thing about this movie, this was directed by Jerry Zucker. Jerry Zucker is known for making comedies like the Naked Gun series and Airplane. This was his first attempt at making a serious, dramatic movie. And luckily for him, it was a big success when it came out in 1990. Yeah, there you go, Ghost. I picked up at Meijer Now, this is one I've been looking for a while, and, I've been collecting a lot of the old Amblin Entertainment films, and I have the first movie to this, but I didn't have the second one. The second one was a pain in the butt to find. But I finally found it at Meijer for $10, which I didn't think was that great of a price, but if you're going to find it, now would be the time to get it. And it's Gremlins 2, The New Batch. And this one, it's essentially the same movie over and over again. It's fun. It's off the wall. It pokes fun at the first movie. It pokes fun at the first movie because a lot of parents complained that the film was too violent for their children to see, and there's a scene that pokes fun at that, and it's the first movie in Indiana Jones was one of the first movie. It was actually the first movie to bring on the PG-13 rating. Matter of fact, this one is rated PG-13, and it's got the same level of violence and terror. And it's Gremlins 2. Like I said, there's a scene. There was actually some debate back when this came out on home video originally. There was a scene that was taken out, and it was replaced by another scene that did something similar. But for the DVD, this is the original theatrical presentation. So Hulk Hogan makes a cameo, and not John Wayne, because apparently in the home video version, they used footage from the movie Chisholm, and the Gremlins were supposed to shoot John Wayne or something like that. But eventually that was restored back to its original theatrical presentation. And it's fun. It's got the brain gremlin, the one that speaks. That's why if you look on the cover, there's one smoking a cigar sitting in the chair, and you can't really see it, but yeah, it's fun. Gremlins 2 and The New Batch. Next one kind of falls in the same vein, and it came out about the same time as Gremlins and Gremlins 2, actually 1986, and this is actually a remake. And it's Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis and Steve Martin. And this was directed by Frank Oz, who's more famous from the Muppets. And surprisingly, this has the musical team that did Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast. This was their first movie, and here's what that looks like. See, we got, look there, the picture of the Audrey 2, and over here we got if I can get there, Audrey and Steve Martin as the dentist. And it's in the good old Warner flippers. I think this is what they should go to instead of this stupid eco packaging like what Gremlins does. I mean, look at that. It's just, see if we pull the disc out. See, I can bend the case. What's up with this stuff? Next up is a Christmas comedy on the more adult side, and picked this up at Big Lots as well for $5. Also picked up The Little Shop of Horrors for $5. Actually, 3 at Big Lots, but it's Bill Murray's Scrooged, directed by Richard Donner, and it's a take on the Christmas Carol, kind of a modern day twist. And it tends to be more adult oriented because there's some it's PG-13. There's some adult oriented stuff in it. Next one I haven't been able to watch yet, but I remember seeing this in college and thought it was somewhat hilarious. Some people may beg to differ. And it's Without a Paddle, the Seth Green movie. This is the version I was looking for, not the sequel. I know nothing about the sequel. I can care less if I see the sequel or not, but yeah, $3. There's the disc. The only scene I can really remember is the bear scene and the forest where they run into the field full of marijuana and they end up burning it and the dogs get high. Well, next up, and I know I ranted and raved on this one, how I was real disappointed in it, but I got it anyway. Transformers Dark of the Moon. Yeah. It still is an entertaining movie to watch, but it's the first one's the best one. It was just a disappointment. It does have this cool art on the back showing a little bit of the destruction and the ship. And of course, there's Sam and yeah, you know the girl. I always put things back. Yeah, Transformers Dark of the Moon. This is what killed Michael Bay for me. But this next one is the one I've been really, really waiting on. It was my favorite movie of all summer, and I haven't been able to stop watching it. Every time I go to put in a movie, I usually put in this. And if you've been listening or watching any of my reviews, you know I've been waiting on it. Because I wouldn't shut up about it. Super 8. This was the best, in my movie, the best movie of the summer. This is in my opinion. And we'll take a look here. Comes out like that. And there's the front cover, if you didn't have the slipcover on. I'll explain that. I'm going to do another review of this, and I'm going to go a little bit further into depth because there's some things I want to talk about it and why that slipcover is different. And there's no back art, but there's DVD and Blu-ray copy. I was a little ticked off because I pre-ordered this from Amazon, so I got it for $19.99. Code word Woodward, if you put that in at the time, and you got $5 off. And because the retail was like, the retail was like $24.99. And you got $5 off. But then I found out once the movie was delivered, I got $5 back. And in a rebate. But yeah, that's the movie I've been waiting on. Some of the features on it, well, not the features, but the technical specs. It's in Dolby Digital True HD. I think it's because Paramount has just signed a contract with Dolby, so now their movies will be in Dolby True HD. Yeah, Dolby True HD, D-Box motion code. That is if you have the D-Box furniture and player, you'll be able to have a buzz your butt. But yeah, that's the DVDs and Blu-rays I've gotten over the past month. But I'm real happy about what I got. And I've been waiting for Super 8 for a long time. I didn't know. I've been actually waiting for it since I saw it in the theater to come out on Blu-ray. I had to see it again. But from me to you, see you later.